Hello guys and girls, my name is Levitee. Welcome back to the DBA. We're here for week number 11 to face Legolas and the oh, what's his team name? I don't remember what his team name is, but his abbreviation is SBL. Now this was a division match, pretty important for us to qualify for playoffs. The team I brought was Z Ice Beam 4 attacks, Cyan Black. Physically defensive, Aloma Mola, Choice Scarf, Nidoking, Screens, Klefki, specially defensive Porygon 2, and this circuitry set was actually pretty neat. Adrenaline Orb, Tail Glow. So he brought a very different team than I thought, and by the way, there won't be a late on this either because I was stupid and I ran out of time to make one, so I'm doing this really last minute, really late. But he brought a very different team than I predicted him to bring. He brought no Dhelmise, no Komodo, or Landorus, which I all thought were going to come. But let's dive right into this. I battled this a few days ago, so I don't really remember what I led with. So I lead with Xurkitree because my plan was to just try and lead with Xurkitree and set up right off the bat for, like, why not? Because I didn't really care about making playoffs at this point. I just want to have fun. So I was like, okay, I can do this, but I'm not going to. I really wish I would have just Tailglowed there because he set up T-Spikes, and that means I would have lived his Shadow Ball and demolished this thing with a Thunderbolt, and then I'd be at +4 or +5 special attack, and then he'd probably send in like Arcanine, Manectric, one of his Intimidate Mons to give me the speed, and then I'd knock him out with whatever. So I send him Porygon 2 because he can't touch me, and I have Shadow Ball, and that threatens him out. So he goes into the Aerodactyls, so I just fire off Thunder Wave. I didn't care if he went into Mega Manectric, because I doubt he would go into that anyway, because I was specially defensive, and he couldn't really touch me. So I switch out, go into my Klefki, because he can't really touch me. He actually rests here, probably expecting me to attack him there. So it was whatever. He withdraws into the Arcanine here. I don't remember what I do here. I just default, get rid of the T-Spikes on his side. And I have to switch here, obviously. Aloma Mola's free switching for me. He's going to take recoil damage. So I wish up. I'm pretty sure. He goes into Fraligator here. Fraligator is actually pretty scary because the Dragon Dance set could have been very dangerous. But I'm like, okay, I'm just going to stay in and just Toxic Stall this thing because I have a Lomomola for this Fraligator. So I'm like, okay, I'm just going to let you kill yourself with the toxic damage. So I just basically wish spam here. Nothing really important. I'm just going to skip these turns. Actually switches out into the Umbreon. Smart play on his part, probably predicting, well, no. I was going to say maybe predicting the Toxic, but there would have been no point to doing that because Fraligator was already Toxic anyway. But he goes into the Umbreon regardless. I just go into my Klefki here because I know I can take any one hit and I can get on my screen simultaneously, which is cool. So he sends in the Arcanine here. I don't really mind that. I get on my Reflect. That'll help out Cyan Black a lot. I think I go in the Cyan Black here. I didn't really care if he had Will-O-Wisp or not. Because I was kind of like mixed Cyan Black with special and physical moves. So he goes on the Cofagrigus here. I just fire off an Earth Power because it hits his team very hard. And I just calc this to make sure Z Ice Beam would knock this thing out, which it did. So I'm like, okay, I'm just going to fire this. So we knock out the Cofagrigus, get rid of his Toxic Spikes, which is cool. Sends in the Aerodactyls. So I got to switch here, go right back into my Klefki. He's going to start Calm Minding here. I was actually a bit nervous at this point. I was like, oh, please don't tell me I'm going to get swept again. He rests up again. So, okay, my light screen is up. I'm just going in the hard Nidoking here. There's really no point for me not to. I'm not going to let me get swept by this thing again like I got swept by a Clefable that one week. So I go hard Nidoking, just hit this thing with a Sludge with him. Light screen is up. He actually doesn't rest here, which is a huge misplay on his part because Nidoking still knocked him out with a Sludge Wave at this point. So, whatever. I don't know why he just didn't rest there. So he sends in the Fraligator. I gotta switch her, obviously, because the Lomomola is such a free switch for me. So I do that. He actually risked my Nidoking being Scarfed there because if I would have stayed in, you know, I kind of switched because I was fearing the Aqua Jet, but if I stayed in, I would have knocked out this Fraligator. That would have been really nice. So I go back in my Lomomola because I know I can't touch me. He goes into the Mega Manectric here. So I'm like, okay, I can just go into my Xurkitree and try and win at this point. He's going to Intimidate drop me, and that's going to give me my speed. And here, I actually would have won the game if he didn't Toxic me. Right then and there, Zerk won the game, but he unfortunately does Toxic, and I think I just Tail Glow here. Yeah, I Tail Glow up. And it's really unfortunate because Zerk would have won the game if it wasn't toxic, because I would have outsped everything and knocked it out. The Moonlight actually, or Dazzling Gleam doesn't actually knock out the Umbreon, but he doesn't even Moonlight here, so I'm able to knock it out this turn, which is cool. But Zerk is really weak at this point. So yeah, so I knock out that. He's 3 Pokemon down. Xurkitree is at 18%. I'm like, okay, I'm going to save this thing and try and conserve a 6-0. Because, I mean, there's really no point for me to sack the Xurkitree when a Alomomola is right there to take any hit from this Arcanine. So, he goes in the Manectric because that's the only thing he can really go into. So, I just Wish Up. And I think I just go hard in the Kyurem Black because he can't really touch me. And I'm going to recover up all my health with the Wish, which is really cool. And luckily, he does not burn me. And basically, Kyurem Black can get a kill here. He Volt Switches. I eat it. It's 20% to me. He goes into Frolic. He's just going to sack that thing off. It's going to die to the Toxic. Being a passive kill for a Alomomola. Goes right back into Arcanine. I'm just going to switch here because Earth Power didn't knock him out. And like I said, a Alomomola is such a free switch into this. So I Wish Up. I Wish Up. I Wish Up. I Wish Up. And he has to go Manectric here. And it's basically just a free switch into my Kyurem Black again. Basically, the Alomomola plus Kyurem Black just won the game here at this point. He goes into the Manectric. I think he clicks... No, he clicks Discharge here. Paralyzes me, which is really... No, he doesn't paralyze me this turn. He Volt Switches. I think I Earth Power here. And try to knock out the Arcanine. Yep, Earth Power. So Arcanine gets really weak now. He's going to get the special defense drop as well. But I'm not going to stand on this thing, because I want to try and conserve the 6-0. No option inside of like close combat crit me. Could have been really bad. And like I said, Yesup is... Yesup the Alomomola is such a free switch on this thing. So he goes in the Mega Manectric again, because that's the only thing he can really do. I Wish Up. And I think I just go right back into Kyurem Black. Like I said, Alomomola plus Kyurem Black win this game now. He discharges. I think he paralyzes me this turn. He does. Really unfortunate. And what sucks here is Kyurem Black won the game here if it didn't get parried this turn. Or no, I get parried next turn. Yeah, Kyurem Black won the game there if I didn't get parried right there. But okay, still gonna switch her, try and conserve the 6-0. And I can just go Porygon 2 here. Live anything he wants to go for. He fires off a Flamethrower. I don't really mind that. Go Arcanine. I think I go hard Nidoking actually. Nope, I just fire off a Thunder Wave because I knew he would go Arcanine. And now we get to Fish for Paralysis. I go right back in the Alomomola. There's really no point for me not to. He's going to get above half health, which I don't mind. Just fire off a Scald, because this is my safest play. Whips out the Wild Charge. It does nothing though, and he's going to take a Recoil, which is super nice. And I go in the Nidoking here because I know I can take any hit. And Nidoking just basically wins the game here because I'm going to outspeed everything because we're Scarf. And Earth Power just wins me the game at this point. So we grab a 6-0, which confirms us for playoffs. And what also confirmed us for playoffs is that the other person in my division who was also fighting for playoffs, he lost and I won. So basically clinching me for the playoffs. Really cool. I'm not sure how I'm going to do in playoffs. Next week, the final week, we will play TJ, buddy TJ, and the Philadelphia Flygons. I doubt I can win that match because just Charizard X is too big of a problem. I'm probably going to meme that match, to be honest, just because I want to have fun. Final week. But yeah, if you guys enjoyed this battle, don't forget to click the button down below. Make a tag out of here. Hope you guys have a beautiful day.